The elders told me to look for my body, that I should look through Chipetotec. I first started with this Califoca, that didn't work. So now let's turn to Chipetotec, the fleet one. How's the writing coming?
Not good, no good, out of gas.
Well, get back on track, man. What, you want some Jack Daniels? A joint?
My fucking brains are fried.
You want some acid? Come on, get back on track. Tell them what we do. What is Gonzo?
I don't know.
Gonzo is what we do.
Gonzo is me and the typewriter becoming weightless. I could step off the balcony right now and float gently down to the sidewalk.
Come on, get back on track. Thump, thump, roll that carriage back and on to the next sentence. Puncher, we are the story. A 60s trip into the 70s. What about the notes we took?
What notes? I couldn't see the page. We were higher than a stack of trapeze artists.
Write this down. Pterodactyls lumbering in corridors, hotel corridors in pools of warm semen. Step aside. Finish up. All right, circus is what the world would be doing on a Saturday night if the Nazis had won the war. Right smack above us is a half-naked 14-year-old girl being chased by snarling wolverines.
Yeah, that's great. Great, keep going. 95,000 words. And by the way, I'm going to use that photo of us they took in Vegas for the back jacket of my book.
Okay. Continue where I left off. Hunter, you don't leave this place until you finish that book. I gotta go.
Wait, go where? Hey, let's smoke another joint! How long? Oh Lord, how long? When will it end?
Mr. Buffalo! Mr. We're here today outside City Hall where Chicano power attorney Brown Buffalo is about to announce his candidacy for sheriff of Los Angeles County. Mr. Buffalo, thank you for granting us this interview. What qualifications do you have to run for sheriff?
Excuse me, what is your name and affiliation?
I'm Grace Alvarez from KNX News.
Alvarez, did you say?
Alvarez?
Look, Miss Alvarez, radical lawyers like me are dangerous. You reporters try to discredit us. I don't blame you. You need to keep your job, so you write down what your boss wants to hear. But if you're not part of the solution, then you are part of the problem.
I beg your pardon?
Look, pass this hat around and pass it after my speech. I'm trying to raise some funds for La Causa. Today, I'm running for sheriff of Los Angeles County. I declare my candidacy and pledge myself, my friends, and associates to this sacred mission.
I have a question about your so-called written platform. Are you really serious?
Yes. Write it down. Don't change a word. Print all or nothing. Number 1, the dissolution of the sheriff's department. Number 2, the demilitarization of all deputies. Number 3, the legalization of grass. Number 4, take out all the military forces from the barrios and ghettos, immediately return all citizens to the Chicano nation. Number 5, equality and justice for all. The best organization my campaign will have can give. We accept checks, food stamps, and beer.
Mr. Buffalo, weren't you arrested for possession of narcotics and disbarred from practicing law in California?
Yes. But never convicted. Yeah. As for disbarment, yeah, so I was. So sue me. At least I'm not a shyster ambulance chaser. These donations will help me to run my campaign. You keep giving, and I'll keep running.
I'm sorry, but this interview is over. You're a laughing stock, a disgrace to Hispanics.
Excuse me, are you a her or a Hispanic?
Very funny. My parents came from Mexico, but I'm American.
Oh. You think you're something because you're on the white man's news channel. Come on, don't be a modern day Malinche.
You think I'm a coconut, brown on the outside but white on the inside? And stop disrobing me with your eyes. I know what you're doing.
If I was disrobing you right now, I'd show you why they call me 3 holes up.
You are a disgusting pig.
Hey, I'll give you a real scoop. A scoop of chocolate Chicano power. Come on, you love it. Just go.
Gotta give homeboy some credit, ese. He got over 500,000 votes in the election.
But he lost, esa. What good does that do?
At least he's doing something. It's better than nothing. Better to die on your feet than to die on your knees.
What? You got it wrong. It's better to live on your feet than to die on your knees.
That's what I said. I know my zapata, eh?
He's going around in circles, esa. And thanks to him, we're stuck in this place, dressed like Cheech and Chong. Talking like vatos y rucas.
Calmantes, montes, chicas patas. Homeboy's gonna make us proud. Watch out. He's gonna find out what kind of friend that gringo acid freak really is.
Órale. Pero dale gas. Because this shit is getting old.
Let's go get a pizza, eh? Catamanchi.
All right. Hold on to me. I can't see what these guys.
See, you got your photos splashed on the front page of the newspapers. You're a big, what do you call it? Chin gun? So what office are you running for now?
I'm no politician on the make, man.
Buffalo, you may well be on your way to becoming the middle-aged, loud-mouthed, so-called revolutionary you deplore. You call them Tio Tacos? This obsession with your image suggests you really like the scene too much. All those microphones, cameras, and reporters asking questions, as in a yucky way of publicity. And this piece you wrote here about brown power is nothing but flat-out bugle blast propaganda.
Well, fuck you, brother man.
Buffalo, you better watch out, I said. You're letting that gringo in on too much shit. If he turns out to be a spy, we're gonna get put away for life.
Longer than that. You used my people and my words, and did I get any credit? Oh, yeah, this idea came from Brown Buffalo. Not a footnote!
Rolling Stone paid you $300 for the legwork.
Oh, I didn't do it for Rolling Stone, cabrón. I did it for you.
I appreciate that, man. Really, I do.
Chingate, cabrón.
You need to be with La Raza, mijo.
You have no idea how much I just want to reach inside your chest, take your heart out and eat it.
No man ever said that to me before.
Amorcito, you struck a chord. You're my alma gemela, my soul sister.
I love it when you speak to me in Spanish.
Honey, I'll speak to you in Aztec. the inframundo.
What?
I mean, it all started with ulcers. The doctors told me it was psychosomatic, that I had to watch what I ate. But what's life without cerveza and chicharrones?
I prefer Chardonnay et Brie.
You're a classy lady. The shrink said, you're holding something back. Something that's getting, how shall we say, channeled, symptomatized into your psyche.
Sympathize? There's no such word.
Exactly. My Ivy League shrink was always making things up. He's a megalomaniac, he says. I'm Dr. Bucker Ducker. I don't need to be straitjacketed. I'm all better. I'm all good.
I see that, baby.
Gracie, stay with me.
I would, baby, but I gotta go to work.
Don't go. Stay here. I'm trying to bare my soul to you. It's like I told the shrink. Psychiatry is all about putting those we don't like in a bag, a white bag, so we can think white thoughts, and then they call it recovery.
You really think all white people are conspiring against you?
Even my best friend Hunter Thompson ripped me off.
You know him? He's famous.
Yes, he claimed to have invented gonzo journalism, but he stole that from my brain, and he made lots of money. So I wrote my own book, my own qualities, my own floricanto. As the flowers wither, I shall go. Will there be nothing of my fame here on earth? Will there be nothing of my glory? Only for a short time in this place.
Oh, Flo, that's beautiful.
I stole it from an Aztec emperor.
You have an honest soul, but totally out of your mind, and I'm out of here.
No, don't go, Gracie. Stay here with me. Marry me.
I just met you.
Don't you see? It's destiny. And now, I want to give you something very special.
What's that?
It's called Dirty Sanchez.
Este anda perdido. We must prick his conscience. Now you will wear the skin of Cesar Chavez, the anointed one, the holy one.
Te dije que está más loco que una cabra. He should have listened to me in the first place.
You must now speak like Cesar Chavez, el papá de los Chicanos. Give him some spiritual advice. He asked you to testify on behalf of one of his clients, Jorge González. Adelante.
Jesus was a migrant worker, a man of plain words. Were he alive now, I have no doubt that he would join the Farm Workers Union. Because he always sided with the oppressed. Had Jesus been born today, he would be Mexican. For to be Mexican is to know what suffering is. Gracias, thank you. Thank you.
Cesar, I really love your sermons.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you. Thank you for testifying on behalf of Corky Gonzalez.
My pleasure. Anything for la causa. I heard you got married to that beautiful reporter.
Gracie Alvarez,
¿Cómo están?
not doing so well.
So fast. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, marriage, it takes a lot of work.
Cesar, I need your advice. I really feel that unless we burn down the barrios, nothing's gonna change.
Mira, do not react to saliva and spittle. Do not step on your face and shatter your teeth. Work within the law. You know, the elders, they're watching your every move.
How do you know that? Cesar, Bandido undercover agents have been following me.
Do not dash yourself against the rock. Do not stumble into a garbage heap. And you're an attorney, but you may need advice yourself. They say you take peyote and other psychedelic drugs. You know, those are reserved only for the elders and sacred ceremonies.
Yes, I know.
They say you advise people to take drugs and arm themselves. Could the Lords be plotting your downfall? Why? Why provoke them?
Some of us feel that using drugs helps us to see better.
Buffalo, we need men who can carry the people on their backs, like Mahatma Gandhi or Abraham Lincoln. They were both lawyers. Gandhi well, he fasted. And he learned how to control his carnal desires. He even ended British rule in India.
Says that if we don't fight back,
And he preached the liberation of Israel. Christ, he said, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and give unto God what is God's. Now, what do you think he meant by that?
that La Raza deserves a place at the table because we picked the crop.
Exactly. That's right. He advocated for the rights of los hombres here on earth because, well, Jesus, you see, he was a militant.
But how many times must we turn the other cheek?
You think that was cowardly, turning the other cheek?
We're not going to get anywhere if we don't fight back.
With what? Spears and arrows. Look, far from being cowardly or passive, the advice of the gospel to turn the other cheek to an unjust aggressor is the showing of great moral force that leaves the assailant overcome and humiliated.
But how many times must the lambs lie down with the lions so they can be devoured?
No. But robbing grocery stores and shooting cops? That isn't revolutionary. When the soldier slapped Christ on the cheek, he said, "Why did you slap me? What did I do to you? You have no right to slap me." Christ, he protested. He spoke up. That is how he fought back. Come here. Come on. Now, son, go and sin no more.
Thank you, Cesar. I appreciate your advice. I just don't agree with it.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
The only way that the system is gonna change is by burning this fucking city down! We're gonna start some shit, man.
Where to?
Santa Monica, I know this judge who lives out there from the First Circuit Court, and guess what? I'm gonna burn this fucking house down!
Are you serious?
I got three gallons of gas in the container in the trunk.
Oh, shit, you're fucking nuts. Wait. Oh, you can't set his house on fire. What about his wife and kids?
Shit! I'll set his lawn on fire.
Oh, fucking A, man. Burn his fucking lawn. Come on.
Woe ye lawyers, for ye laid burdens on man grievous to be borne. Oh, you laid man with burdens and laid them with fire. I, too, will burn you with fire.
Crazy Mexican!
Look, man! He was looking out the window! Did you see him, man? Corrupt old fool! Man, the system would burn down if they knew that us lawyers were doing this.
Swine! Oh, let's go for some more of this deed. Oh, where next, man? Oh, we're on a roll.
Think of America.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm trying to burn my hand! Abuelos, where are you?
Estamos tus abuelos, cabrón.
Where is your friend, the hunter? Did he run away?
Abuelos, it is with sadness I hear you speak.
Estos guaraches que tengo yo
Son de tu abuela que se murió. Estos guaraches que tengo yo son de tu abuela que se murió.
You mock me.
Oh, did you burn your hand?
Have not listened to the words we people of old left you. Words handed down to you. Words carefully folded away, stored in your entrails, in your heart.
We sent you back to find your body, but you scratched the jade and tore apart the quetzal feather. Where is your heart?
You cannot give your heart to each and everything. You lead it nowhere.
It's with great sadness that I hear you speak.
The breast of your wife is dry. No longer can she feed. No longer can she nourish. No longer can she suckle with sprouts. What have you done to her?
No problem. It's nothing.
Show us then.
We're going to need stitches for this one.
Oh, shit. I don't know if faggots can cook like that. Oh, they can fight, man.
Are you serious? When are you going to grow up? You put a cigarette out in his hand. What did you expect?
I thought he was trying to rape me. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I know it's bad for my image.
You know, I am so fucking tired of this.
What?
This joke of a marriage, you're womanizing, not wearing your wedding ring.
I was washing my hands and I left it in the bathroom. I didn't want it to get wet.
Don't lie. I heard what happened with the two girls.
What teenage girls? You know I only stay out when I work.
You slept in a tent with them.
That's not true.
Oscar, do you know I've been itching and feeling something down there?
We'll take a bath.
When I pee, it burns!
Call the fire department!
Do you have some kind of social disease?
How could I have a social disease? I don't even have a social worker.
You liar. You liar! You picked something up from those teeny poppers and gave it to me!
Gracie,
Now I know what the doctor wants to see me about.
how can I give you something I don't have? I don't even feel anything.
Oh, me, I hate you. Why did I marry you?
Oh, yeah? Hey, how do I know it wasn't you who gave me something, huh? Yeah.
Don't!
You gave her the old clap, clap, clap.
Fucking hot water again. I need a little break. Oh, yeah. Hey, look! There's nothing sacred anymore!
peace offering. Mescaline.
Why'd you run away, cabron?
Oh, fuck it, take some. It'll heal the pain. Soon we'll be flying high like Don Juan through the starry night of the Sonoran Desert.
What are you doing back? This is my dream, cabron. What are you, Hamlet's papa?
How do you know it's not my nightmare, amigo?
My brain is fried. Oh, guess what? I'm suing your ass.
Yeah, I know. You're holding up the shooting of my film where the buffalo roam. Bill Murray's supposed to play me. I'm losing mucho dinero. I don't like it.
Where the buffalo roam? It's supposed to be my movie, cabron. You can't do a movie without me!
Don't worry, you'll be in it.
Oh, yeah? Who's playing me?
Oh, Peter Boyle.
He's nothing like me. Besides, he's white.
Hollywood couldn't find a spick to play the part.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Okay, we can do this amicably, or we can do this mano a mano. You screwed me once on that Chicano moratorium piece, but you know what? I fell victim to you. Madness! But you're not gonna get away this time. My book is out, and I'm coming after you.
You wrote your version and I wrote mine. Just let me make my fucking movie. Besides, there won't be a penny for the rights because you rendered your book unsaleable for film. You were supposed to be my lawyer, Recuerdo!
Exactamundo! So now you gotta make an honesto effecto and mediational!
You prick! I stuck my neck out for you.
Oh! Woo! Here comes Buffalo Bill! Hey, Buffalo Bill! Who did you kill? Who did you kill?
What the fuck you talking about? You know habla inglés?
You don't understand Mexican?
You dead, Buffalo!
Oh, yeah? You can't kill me, cabron! I'm already dead!
Oh, shit. That's right. Good line. You gotta use it sometime.
That was funny! Oh, shit! Man, Hunter, we were friends, man. You even said I could write your obituary!
Yeah. I started on yours too, just in case. Okay. How about this? Oscar Zeta, despite any claims to the contrary, was a dangerous son. He lived every day of this life to the fullest. And he would shit in anyone's mouth at the drop of a hat. He expected no mercy and gave none.
Come on, you could do better than that!
The man was never comfortable unless he was in the company of people who were crazier than he. He was too rare, too weird to live, and too rare to die.
That's better. Where are we? Oh, shit. Where are we?
I don't know. A ship? In the ocean?
No, we're on a plane in the clouds. Somebody's following me.
Oh, I don't see anybody. You're paranoid.
I got some heavy big five man smell. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, we're just filler, man. We're just filler. Some white tabby, hijo de puta, taking ideas from a Chicano. Oh shit. Who taught you how to use the engine clears? Oh shit. Oh, look, a whale.
Oh, what whale? What do you think?
No, man, it's a brown whale. It's a brown roach. Oh, this is my ocean, Carlos.
What am I doing here?
We're swimming in a sea of snow, man, off the coast of Mazatlan. And down there in the holds, Carlos, We're gonna make lots of money.
No, I'm no part of this. I'm bailing. You're gonna get yourself killed and the drug deal going back.
I'm dealing with some bad omens, cabrón. Kill you.
Fine. You win. This is your nightmare. And I know what's gonna happen to you. The narcos are gonna throw your body overboard. A meal for the sharks. Your body will never be found.
I see it now. And you, my dear friend, will die by your own hand at the age of 67.
No.
No more fun.
No. That's 17 years past 50. 17 more than I need or want. No more fun. You'll always be bitchy. Fine. And at 67, I'm out of here. Let this be your obituary. Brown Buffalo, despite any claims to the contrary, was a dangerous thug. But there is more dignity in you, more mercy in this overweight, overworked, and overindulged brown cannonball than in the rest of us combined. We're all going to be running noticeably leaner when this rotten fat spick disappears. I love you, man.
Abuela! I'm so alone. Help me! Where am I?
Reclaim your body. Sacrifice yourself to the god Xipitotec, he who gets under the skin and is reborn. He who jumped through the raging fire and flayed himself as food for humans. Let the maize seed lose its outer skin and allow the shoot to grow.
How do I do this? Robert Fernandez was just a young 17-year-old boy when the weight of the world snapped his brown neck. Robert Fernandez was just a bright-eyed kid when he went out to kill gooks and chinks for Uncle Sam before he came back as a vato loco. The cops held him in the county jails, claiming he had stolen a car. There, they beat and hanged him, claiming it was suicide.
My brother didn't kill himself, that's a lie. The cops called to say the robber was dead and need a member of the family to come identify the body. Mr. Buffalo was so cold, they didn't even say they were sorry or nothing like that. But Robert wouldn't kill himself. He was a Catholic. He was going to get married. His girlfriend Patty was pregnant.
They perform an autopsy.
I don't know, but the certificate said suicide. At the funeral, I bent over the casket to kiss him, and tears from my eyes landed on his face. He had makeup on, and when I reached down to wipe it off, I noticed purple spots on my nose.
Purple spots.
Yeah. I called my brother over, and we saw the Undertaker's white powder coming off.
Hello, Dr. Noguchi. This is Brown Buffalo. I want to discuss your claim that Robert Fernandez committed suicide. We have reason to believe he was murdered. I'm going to be in your office this afternoon.
Mr. Acosta, please, calm down. I cannot interfere with the findings of my staff.
Look here. I'm going to bring as many people as I can and hold a press conference outside your office.
Mr. Acosta, please. We are prepared to hold a second autopsy and inquest into the death of Robert Fernandez. Please.
Thank you for honoring our request. Now, the family has no money to pay for the pathologist. Is it possible for you to perform the autopsy?
I shall be honored. First, we shall open the casket. Coroner's number 04081935. Fernandez Robert, deceased.
What's that on his neck? Those purple spots on his chest, his arms.
The body goes through decomposition and discoloring. Purple spots are normal. The only way to prove he was beaten is through microscopic observation. Well, Mr. Buffalo, shall we proceed?
Are you saying we have to cut out all those purple spots? What's that on his chin?
Who knows? We'll just cut off a slice with a scalpel, pick it up with a tweezer, and plop into a jar filled with clear liquid.
Can you please take a sample from the knuckles?
Oh, no trouble at all. Plop into another jar.
Please. What are all those purple splotches on the left leg, on his inner thigh?
Oh, we'll get a chunk of each. Slice here, there, here, here, here. Soon we'll have a whole roll of little pieces of meat.
Wait a minute! This isn't Robert anymore! What have you done to his body? You flayed him! Sacrificed him! Pinches cerdos were found not guilty in the murder of Robert Fernandez.
Brown Buffalo, you brought the dead back to life. Flesh the unfleshed. Robert Fernandez, reincarnated by the god Shibitotec. He who wears the skin of the dead, got under the skin, revealed the truth. Discovered his body and shed his skin. A shining golden Toltec. You are now ready.
Oh. I know who I am.
¿Quién eres?
Un indio otomí.
Adelante.
Buffalo, it's time to go.
Buffalo, come with us to the world below.
No, I'm going to say here.
Are you out of your mind after all of this?
Of course he is. Déjalo. Déjalo.
My mind is here, my body, my heart. It's spread all the four corners of the earth.
You must rest in peace.
No, he came not to bring peace. He came with a sword. Stay here, hijo.
with the Sandinistas in Nicaragua, the Zapatistas in Mexico, reading beat poetry in San Francisco, lowriding in Los Angeles, painting murals in San Diego. And the world will know who I am, the brown buffalo.
Thank you. Just wanted to give a shout out to our ELAC people that are in the house, our Cal State LA people that are in the house, our Cal State Northridge people that are in the house, and I'm sure we've missed some. Thank you so much. I have a friend who says if you like the show, tell your friends, and if you didn't like the show, tell people you don't like very much and make them suffer through it. But help us to fill the house if it's an important story about an important figure in Chicano letters. So with that, drive home safely. Remember, don't drink and drive. Pull over and take a sip. Thank you so much.